Liverpool may abandon interest in a star to pursue the Premier League's Rolls-Royce. Attention, Real Madrid is already planning a new move to sign Liverpool's record-breaking star. Hello, fellow fan! Check out the latest news from the world's biggest club. Liverpool could drop their interest in Marc Guéhi and target another Crystal Palace player, Maxence Lacroix, next summer, according to recent reports. The Reds managed to sign Giovanni Leoni, a young defender from Parma in Serie A, during the summer transfer window. However, Leoni suffered a serious anterior cruciate ligament injury, which could keep him out for a significant part of the season. If Guéhi had been signed, Liverpool would have had sufficient cover for Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk, and Guéhi might even have replaced Konate in the starting lineup. The Reds were close to completing a £35 million transfer on deadline day, but Crystal Palace pulled out of the deal while Guéhi was undergoing his medical. There were rumors that Liverpool might revisit the deal in January or wait until the summer when the player's contract expires. Now, according to Football Insider, there is a new name at the top of the summer shortlist. While Guéhi may not arrive at Anfield next year, one of his teammates could. Crystal Palace defender Maxence Lacroix is attracting Liverpool's interest. Football Insider describes Lacroix as a hot topic within the Reds' recruitment department. Sources reveal that Liverpool scouts rate the 25-year-old Frenchman as a top-tier defender, comparing him to a Rolls-Royce. Lacroix is believed to be among the best defenders in the Premier League, and his low-profile status makes him an even more attractive option. He also has a chance to join the French national team for the World Cup, especially if he maintains his current performance with Crystal Palace. In an interview with The Guardian, Lacroix said, "One day I will be in a national team, I know that. But right now my focus is on Crystal Palace, the semi-final, and winning this cup." Regarding the importance of religion, the defender added, "We have many Christians on the team, and when we do, it usually feels like a big family. Before matches, we place everything in God's hands and pray together. I've done this since my first games here. Many wanted to join but didn't know how, so I said, let's do it, and now it has become normal. I am like the pastor of this team. I talk a lot about Jesus, about God. I love God. I know a lot about the Bible and try to share what I know, because sometimes it's hard to understand. I do my best to spread the word."
Despite being considered one of Europe's brightest attacking midfielders, Florian Wirtz has yet to translate his talent into goals or assists for Liverpool. This lack of tangible output has drawn criticism from analysts and former players, who suggest the young German may need time outside the starting lineup to fully adapt to the Premier League's pace. For someone who achieved so much in the Bundesliga, his early period at Anfield is under close scrutiny. When Liverpool announced Wirtz's £116 million signing, a British football record, expectations were immense. The club believed his arrival would bring creativity, control, and dynamism to Arne Slot's midfield. However, the first weeks of adaptation have proven more challenging than anticipated, with the German trying to find rhythm and confidence in a physical, intense league. Wirtz's reputation, however, remains intact. At Bayer Leverkusen, he was key to one of the most remarkable campaigns in modern Bundesliga history. Under Xabi Alonso, the team finished the 2023-24 season unbeaten at home, winning both the league and the domestic cup. Wirtz excelled not only for his technical skills, but also for his tactical intelligence, spatial awareness, and ability to connect decisive plays. It is no surprise, then, that Alonso continues to monitor his development closely. Now at Real Madrid, the Spaniard has reportedly asked the club to track Wirtz's progress this season. If Wirtz fails to adapt at Liverpool, Real Madrid could make a move next summer. The club's midfield rebuild combines experienced players with emerging talents, and signing Wirtz, someone Alonso trusts, fits their strategy of securing elite young talent before they reach their peak. While still speculative, the Alonso-Wirtz connection gives credibility to the possibility. For Real Madrid, such opportunities rely on timing. For Liverpool, patience is key.
allowing Wirtz to adjust and perform at his best in England. In the coming months, Wirtz's adaptation will be crucial. Slot is expected to keep him in the starting lineup, hoping his technique and vision translate into consistent performances. Real Madrid's discreet interest adds pressure. If Wirtz regains the form that made him one of Europe's most coveted midfielders, Liverpool can feel secure. Otherwise, Alonso and the Madrid club may act quickly.
Ibrahima Konate is entering the final year of his contract with Liverpool, and without an extension agreed upon so far, his future at Anfield is generating significant speculation. Rumors of a potential transfer to Paris Saint-Germain have raised doubts about Konate's stay at the club, while PSG and Real Madrid are closely monitoring the situation and could take action if contract negotiations drag beyond the winter transfer window. Additionally, according to a previous report from Foot Mercato, Konate's name has also been linked to Barcelona, expanding the list of European giants interested in the defender. Despite all this interest, Liverpool chose to keep Konate last summer, reinforcing their confidence in the player. This uncertainty comes at a delicate moment for the Reds, managing the potential loss of a key central defender who could sign a pre-contract as early as January while navigating a demanding season adds further pressure to the team's campaign in the Premier League and Champions League. But is PSG still the main destination? According to L'Equipe, the club is confident that Konate will sign a new long-term contract after being offered improved terms. Meanwhile, Fichajes recently reported that Real Madrid is now focusing on signing Bayern Munich star Dayot Upamecano as an alternative to strengthen their defense. This shift in Real Madrid's focus appears linked to some inconsistent performances from Konate this season. The French defender has struggled to reach his best form, and errors in key Premier League and Champions League matches reportedly led the Merengues to reconsider the deal. According to the report, the French defender seemed to have a verbal agreement with Real Madrid for next season, but his inconsistent performance raised doubts about the transfer. Furthermore, the source reveals that, quote, sources close to the club confirm there's no definitive break, but confidence in Konate has decreased, and he is no longer considered a priority for the Madrid team. Konate's situation continues to be closely monitored, and his future may depend both on his performances in the coming months and on Liverpool's ability to convince him to renew his contract. Thank you very much for watching until here. See you next time.